So, Feliz Martes, buenos dias, happy Tuesday, here we are. Let me give you just a little overview of things and then I'll let you get to it. So, first of all, let's see. I did have some complaints that Canvas was not working last night. So if you are unable to get your assignment from yesterday completed, not a big deal. I won't count it late. I haven't looked at it yet. So just get it done today. I kind of have that over here. If you couldn't get on, I think it was last night. So if you did it during the day, you probably did fine. But if you did it last night, then you might not have been able to do it. So make sure you take care of that. If that's not done, put it on your list. Let's see. Otherwise, I am slowly working on el artículo de noticias. I still have many to grade, but I have graded many. So if I've graded yours, check it out, see what I said, see how you did. And if I haven't gotten to it today or tomorrow, I am going to get to that. So let's see, what else? Midterm grades. You know they're due at the end of the week, due by next week? Yeah, I know. I had to look it up. Well, I mean, technically they're due for me on Tuesday. So that means technically the midterm ends on Friday. And boom, I mean, it's crazy, but think about it. We got 6 weeks left. Really, we have 5 weeks to the finals. And really this week counts and it's already halfway over. So almost. So yeah, so not too much time left. We're about halfway through the 9 weeks. So I always encourage you to check Skyward and make sure you keep it on top of stuff. You know that I am pretty generous with accepting late work. So if you're missing something, just get it in. So keep that in mind. As far as this week goes, vamos a continuar con vocabulario. I'm going to give you a minute right now on partes del cuerpo. What are partes del cuerpo? Partes del cuerpo, Haley. Body parts. So we're going to work on those a little bit specifically today. You do have a quiz coming up if you look up here. Prueba de vocabulario de España. We'll talk about the España part in a minute. El viernes. When is el viernes? What day are we talking for prueba? Friday. So we're going to keep working on that. Your homework tonight is Quizlet and probably will be the next couple of nights. So make sure you're using your time when I give it to you to keep on top of your vocab. And I guess that's where we're headed. What else do I want to tell you? I think that's it. Thursday's early release. Super random. No real reason for that, but I think it was originally supposed to be for personal projects. But so anyway, you get an extra hour of your life on Thursday. So there's that. We'll check it. What else? Any questions for me? Okay, you got this. 6 weeks. 6 weeks. You got this. All right. So what I would like to do, if you want to head to your current lesson, is numero uno says partes del cuerpo Quizlet. So I would like you to specifically focus on those. Then we are going to specifically focus on those, and let's see if we can get most of your body parts under control today if they are not already under control. So, tienen 5 minutos. Let me set my clock here and go ahead and head to Quizlet if you're not already there. And please spend a completely focused 5 minutes on specifically if you want to click ahead to the vocab that's just about body parts. I think they're all together. That's what I would like you to focus on. All right, so if you feel like you know those, then you can focus on any of it or play a game or whatever. All right, I already started your clock. You got 5 minutes, so get your focus on Quizlet, vocab, go. All right, let me put on my lights and let's see what we can do. I think there's about 20 some vocab words on body parts. We're going to work on half today, and then we'll finish our other half on Thursday. So here's what I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you, ¿dónde está? What's ¿dónde está me? Where is it? So you're going to show me if you know what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're either going to wait till I tell you, or you can kind of look around and see what other people are showing me. All right. So let's start out with el dedo. If you know what that is, I'm going to ask you, ¿dónde está tu dedo? So I want you to show me one if you know what it is. I got one. I got two. I got a couple. Look around if you don't have it. Look around. Liliana's got it. Dedo is your what? Your finger, your digit. You can hear the word digits. El dedo. All right, so one more time. El dedo, show me. El dedo. Good. All right, if you pay attention right now and you don't know these, you'll get them. All right, let's move on to el cuello. Not an easy word, but I'll show you how to remember it. El cuello. Anybody show me? Got Liliana. Good. Got a few people in here. El cuello is your neck. All right, here's how you remember it. You see C and LL Does that make you think of collar? Can you remember collar? Because the collar goes around your neck. All right, so that's how you remember that one. All right, so show me. Dedo. ¿Dónde está tu dedo? Good, dedo. Y cuello. All right, that's two. Next up will be, oh, this one's pretty easy. La mano. ¿Dónde está la mano? La mano. Levanta la mano. Just say that a lot. I feel like I said it less this year because I'm not making people raise their hands. But yeah, mano. Good, mano. Good. All right. Let's do like 5 or 6, and then we'll see if we know more. Next up will be el hombro. This one's a little harder. I don't know if you know it. El hombro. I see a few people know it. El hombro is your shoulder, shoulder, hombro. I don't know if you know the word hombre. You know the word hombre? It means what? The man. Okay. I don't know if you picture a man. Maybe you picture him with big, broad shoulders, right? Usually men have broader shoulders than women. So maybe you can remember hombre, but not to confuse it with hombro is your shoulder. All right, so there's one. All right, so show me again, la mano. Good, show me el cuello. ¿Dónde está el cuello? Ajá, el cuello. El hombro. El hombro, el hombro. Good, hombro, hombro, got it. And el dedo. El dedo, let me see him, let me see him. Dedo. Dedo, okay. All right, that's 4. Let's see what else we got next. Okay, this is an interesting word. La muñeca. La muñeca. Good. La muñeca is your wrist. It's an interesting word. We said, what did I also gave it to you on last chapter. What was it? Was a doll. You remember that one? Right, because we had El Muñeco was like an action figure and La Muñeca was a doll. So why do they mean the same thing? Do we have words like that in English? Like what? 2 and 2. I was talking with my son last night. He was like complaining about going to school today. And he's in 2nd grade. He was like, it's so hard. And I was like, I mean, what is so hard about 2nd grade? And he was telling me they have to learn like similes and homophones and all these. And I was like trying to help him with them. And I was like, think homophone, right? Is when they sound alike like that, right? Wouldn't that be a homophone? Is that right? Muñeca? If you have 2 words that sound the same, that means something different. Is that right? Did I guide him correctly? I was like, and then we were trying to think of some examples, and he did come up with bat, like a bat that flies, and like a baseball bat. So same thing. You have them in all languages, and it exists in Spanish. So muñeca, you get 2 for 1. It's a doll or your wrist. There you go. All right, let's 1, 2, 3. Let's do one more, and then we're gonna practice with these. All right, I got one more. Let's do a hard one. La rodilla. Anybody know what la rodilla is? Show me, show me. ¿Dónde está la rodilla? Las rodillas. Yeah, we'll do our head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Do that on Thursday. La rodilla, la rodilla. Okay, all right, let's see if we got these 5. If you've been paying attention for the last 5 minutes, you should have these. Ready? Quiz yourself. I mean, you're going to show me, but quiz yourself. Mix them up here. All right, let's start with la muñeca. ¿Dónde está la muñeca? Great. You should be showing me your wrist. All right, ¿dónde está el hombro? El hombro? El hombro? Good, good. How about el dedo? Excelente. I feel like everybody's getting these. If you're paying attention, good. How about el cuello? Think of your collar, right? Your neck. Good. And I can't read it. La mano. La mano. La mano. Good. Good. And next up, la rodilla. Last one. La rodilla is your knee. Good. All right. Feel like you got those? Let's do one more little set. All right. I think I got 1, 2. I got 5 more. Let's start with el brazo. You can tell me, show me. ¿Dónde está el brazo? El brazo is your arm. El brazo. All right, show me again. El brazo. Okay, good. Arm. All right, how about la boca? You can show me if you're online. Otherwise, you can't. It's under there somewhere, right? La boca. Good. All right, el brazo. Okay. La boca. There we go. All right, let's see. 3 more. I don't know. El pie. ¿Dónde está el pie? Not your pies. Your foot, right? El pie is your foot. Say it for me. El pie. Good. All right. And la cabeza. ¿Dónde está la cabeza? La cabeza is your whole head. La cabeza. All right, might as well do the last one. Las orejas. Close. Some of you are close. Not ojos. Orejas. Right here. Right? They do kind of sound similar. Ojos, orejas. 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 Your ears, right? Orejas. All right, I'm going to mix these up. Let's see what we got. All right, let's go with Lucky. La boca. ¿Dónde está la boca? Okay. ¿Dónde está el brazo? Muy bien, el brazo. ¿Dónde están las orejas? Orejas, good. ¿Dónde está la cabeza? Excelente. Y el pie. Got it? All right. Excuse me. So we're gonna let that rest for a minute. That was about 10 words. So we did 5 and then we did 5. That's usually what I recommend you do. Then we're gonna do something else and then we'll come back to it. See. Eyes are ojos. Okay. Ojos. It's in my other pile. I was gonna do on Thursday. It's O-J-O, ojos versus oreja. They do sound a little similar. Okay, so I'm gonna let these rest. I want to show you another website that I kind of forgot about. Oh, Delia, thanks. You know, I was just catching up. I'm gonna give you guys a couple points that I saw participating online too. So let's see. I know Delia, you were putting them in the chat, and I saw somebody else. I know Victoria was there. Clinton was there. All right, give me a couple points for that. Okay, so I want you now to go to your current lesson. And, you know, I took a couple of years off teaching, and then sometimes I forget about things. And then I remembered something that I thought might be sort of fun. So go to number 3. You guys done Conjuguemos? Several activities and games that sort of go along with your textbook. So I thought we would do my favorite games, but then you can do whatever you want. But I'm going to show you my favorite game here, Splat. Anybody played Splat before? I enjoy it. All right, so go to number 3 on your current lesson. And you'll see I have a little link there for Conjuguemos. This is a website anybody can use. You can join. Did you do it with somebody?
With
Mr. Piso.
yeah.
So, okay, so look at it. Just click on the link and you'll see, so it's a different textbook. It's called Realidades, but it's like the same company. So the lists are super similar. There might be a random word that's different, but mostly they're the same. So you can do a graded practice, which we're not going to do. You can do flashcards, which we're not going to do because we already have those on Quizlet. So when you click on the games, and obviously there's a few you can do there. There's a crossword, there's a word search, there's a memory game. Tug of war, I don't know. I think you have to sign in and do it with somebody else. So let me show you. I like Splatman, I'm a fan. So go ahead and either click on it or you can look at mine real quick. So if you want to look at mine here, I'll just share it with you real quick. So Splatman, right? You type the word and don't get splatted. An official word there. All right, so you can count down or count up. And so you need to figure out the word I fall. And then, oh, my thing isn't jumping. And then you have to type it in and you can't get splatted. So like M-E, and then I have to be careful. So, all right, as soon as I type the A, it's going to move. So I got to be ready with my AI. Ready? So the timing here. So I lost. I got splatted. But anyway, that's the idea. So it's kind of fun. And obviously you can use your vocab if you don't know how to spell it. But I don't know. I like Splatman. So why don't you do whatever? I'll give you about 5 minutes. What time? I'll put on my timer once I get this one because I'm annoyed now. There we go. Look at that. And that's how it's done. I know. All right. So like I said, you can do Splatman or something else. Why don't I give you 5 minutes to kind of just play with that website, see if there's anything fun on there. And do a little practice, and then we'll move on from there. All right. So again, if you missed it for whatever reason, it's under your current lesson. Click on number 3, and this website is called Conjuguemos, and you can use it anytime. They do have different. Would suggest you do vocab, like you do your 5, you do your 10, whatever, and then do something else. Come back to it, see if you still know them. So let's see if you still know them real quick. El brazo. ¿Dónde está el brazo? Good, el brazo. How about donde está la boca? La boca. Good. ¿Dónde están las orejas? Orejas. ¿Está bien? Las orejas. ¿Dónde está la cabeza? Excelente, la cabeza, cabeza. Okay. ¿Dónde está la mano? La mano, la mano, la mano. Okay. El pie. ¿Dónde está el pie? Down there. Good. How about la rodilla? ¿Dónde está las rodillas? Good. Las rodillas are your knees, right? All right, how about El Cuello? El Cuello. Are you thinking of your color? Mhm. El dedo? El dedo? El dedo? Mhm. La muñeca. La muñeca. Is your wrist or a? Don't pick up. El hombro. El hombro. El hombro. There it is. There it is. We're going to do cabeza, hombros, rodillas y pies, rodillas y pies. What's that? Yeah, we're going to do that on Thursday. You're ready. I know. Something to look forward to. All right. How many people feel like you kind of knew those? Pretty good? Okay, that's the idea. All right, so let me remind you where we're headed, and then we're going to start this movie that then you're going to finish for me tomorrow. So you're working on vocab all week. Quiz coming up when? Friday. And like I said, do your little bits and you'll get there. Okay. Neglect it and then it becomes stressful and overwhelming. All right. I also want to let you know, so we're going to start this video on Spain today. I like to show you different videos about different places so you can see, compare and contrast other places, other cultures, other areas where they speak Spanish. They're all different from each other. Right. And then they're similar in certain ways. And I would say they're different and similar to our culture as well. So that's what I always like you to think about. All right. Try to show you different places, right? We did Ecuador, which was in South America. We did Costa Rica and Nicaragua, which is in Central America. Now we're doing what's España? Spain, which is in Spain. It's in Spain. It's in Europe, right? So if you look above Shirley's head, right? I won't get too close, but you've got the Americas, and then Spain is all the way on the other side of the ocean. What do we know about Spain? Anybody want to tell me something for a quick point? What do we know about Spain? What do you know, Maggie? It is next to Portugal. Good, good. Actually, Shirley, if you put your finger straight up right now, put your finger up, straight up. You see it? Just put, literally, I think if you just go straight up, you'll hit approximate area of Spain. You see it? Just put straight up. Yeah. So you're just going to follow her finger up, 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 and you'll see like a little sticker. You can maybe see a red sticker kind of in the area. That's kind of where it is. Okay, you don't have to be specific, but it's right there. That's where Europe is. And Portugal is over there. What else do we know about Spain? Did you learn in Spanish class about Spain? Yeah, there you go. They do speak Spanish, and in fact, they conquered, right, all of Central and South America, mostly, not all of. And that's why there's so much Spanish spoken in the New World in Central and South America. What else do we know about Spain? So like the motherland, that's where Spanish came from. Well, good thing we're about to learn some things then. Anybody know anything associated with Spain? Anybody think of anything? They do have good food. We'll talk about some of it in here. Some of it is different. So you always eat different things. All right, well, you know what? We're going to find out more about Spain. Good thing we're watching the video. So as always, all I ask is that you watch the video, okay? There are some questions to go along with it. If you're in class and you didn't pick up a hard copy, I think it's easier to do a hard copy. So you can come on up here and get one. And then if you do, then you don't even need your computer because I'll show it up here. If you're at home, you will notice under the video on the current lesson, it says video guide. So you need to pull that up real quick. So either click on it or print it real quick. And you are responsible for these questions. I pretty much already guaranteed it. Says Prueba de Vocab España. There'll be a few questions about España on your quiz on Friday. Okay, again, just want to make sure you're paying attention. Encourage you to do that. All right, have we given you enough time? Does everybody have your paper out or online people, Zoom friends? You got your video guide ready to go? You good? Liliana, you good? Quentin, you good? Can't see anybody else? Okay, great. I will put on the closed captioning, so it doesn't match great, but it kind of matches. So hopefully if you're at home, if you have any trouble, it's right there for you. That's why I'm using the YouTube link so that you can get it on your own if it's not working for you. Last thing I want to tell you, so we'll do, like I said, about 15 minutes today. You're going to finish it for me in class tomorrow. Now, here's the deal. I'm not going to be here tomorrow. So if you are in class, make sure you bring some earbuds, or you can listen to it really quietly, but earbuds would be best if you have them. Bring them tomorrow. And then at home, friends, you'll just finish this on your own tomorrow. You don't have to log into class. You'll see the teacher's absent thing. Yeah. All right. Okay, well, let me get it started here and then we'll go through it. So questions always go in order. So the first one doesn't come right away, but what's the first one about? It's actually, it's a building. It's called La Sagrada Familia. It's this huge famous building in Barcelona. So you just have to describe it a little and make sure. All right, let me turn off the light. I'll move this so you can see that better through here. Way. Okay. So Zoom friends, let me just start it, make sure you can hear it. Sound okay? Quentin, can you give me a thumbs up? Can you hear it? Can you see it? Okay. My closed captioning on.
Most people when they go for their holidays in Spain go south, but me, I'm going north for the Fiesta season. Up there, they say that water is for washing, not for drinking, so I reckon I'm in for a really rough time. Spain is one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world, with over 60 million visitors coming here each year. From Barcelona, I travel in the Basque Country to the cities of Pamplona and San Sebastian. Then it's along the north coast before heading south to the capital, Madrid. Then northwest, where I pick up the Pilgrim Trail at Rabanal, which takes me to Santiago, and finally the Atlantic coast. Claire. Excuse me? Hi, do you speak English?
Yeah.
You do? Do you know any like decent hotels around here I can stay? Not too much money, you know?
Cheap one, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah?
Of course. You see there? There is on the corner. You can go there.
Barcelona has an international reputation for its style, art and architecture, so it gets a lot of visitors and it's quite easy to find a good place to stay. Hello. Hello. Do you have any rooms?
The word single.
I think I'll go for double. Okay, thank you. Oh, that's pretty nice. 4,500 per stay is about $20. I think it's all right. I should be like these little bars. Just can't work out why. The best thing about this room is this. It's really great. It gets very noisy at night though. So if you're a light sleeper, it might be better to get a room at the back. When the fascist era ended in 1975, thousands of immigrants settled in Barcelona. It's the capital of the Catalan region, which has its own language. Its character and history is reflected in Gaudi's modernista architecture.
That's it, right there. This crazy building, you have to describe it.
This is the Sagrada Familia, which is Gaudi's biggest monument, but unfortunately one that he didn't finish. He dedicated his life so much to it that when he died, he looked like a tramp and no one recognized him. Since then, the controversy has been how to finish this building, if at all.
There it is. Like this cathedral type building, really sticks out.
Oldest drinking fountain in Barcelona. You need that. Spain is famous for its street life. Flamenco has its roots in the gypsies of Andalusia in the south. It's rarer to come across it in northern Spain. Tomato is a small town 20 minutes from Barcelona. In July, they celebrate the Fiesta de Castells, which involves the tradition of building human castles.
Why did you do it? It's a kind of tradition, because of the group, it's like a big family. You know what I mean? A lot of different kind of people, and that's how we try to do it.
There used to be a folk dance, and the castles evolved from there. Men and women of all ages take part, and they have to train all year round.
Buses are the best way to get around Spain. They're cheap and efficient and more reliable than trains. This is my bus in Barcelona. It's going to take 5 hours to get there, but luckily there's blue on board.
I'm heading to Pamplona for the famous running of the bulls, and from there I travel to San Sebastian on the north coast.
We heard of running of the bulls?
Pamplona is in the Navarra, part of the Basque Country, and during the fiesta in midsummer, it gets overrun with visitors.
Yes, these people, you're so close. And being in Pamplona, we had, 100 people surrounding you so tight in one corner. You don't want a hip sack on you and a bag on you. I even had a money pouch, a security pouch. I left it at the room. I just had some money in my passport and it was all in my sock.
On the 6th of July, all hell breaks loose for the first day of the bull run, known as El Encierro. This place is absolutely buzzing, and everybody is wearing red and white, which is obviously the festival colours, apart from me. So I've got to get my eyes together, but first I've got to find somewhere to stay.
All the hotels are booked out. You can try looking in a local paper because families advertise for rooms sometimes, isn't it? Hola, habitaciones, por favor. Hola.
Maybe without it. Like that, yeah?
Okay, so thanks. Adios.
Well, that's that then. Park is my last option. Taconera Park, near the city's cathedral, is a popular place for travellers to bed down. Well, I've looked around Pamplona and it's just solid, it's nothing. And somebody said, yeah, that'd be really kind, actually. Hi, Shilpa.
Wait a second.
All right.
We've got dinner on. You want to have some dinner, dude?
Dinner, fantastic.
Yeah.
So I'll be washing up in the morning. Where am I sleeping? Out here? My new nickname is Sangria. Well, I slept pretty well last night, except for everyone who walked past Fiesta and all night talking, blah, blah, blah. That was a bit tiring, but today I think I'm going to give it a go. And Bill's race starts to bed, so I've got to get on.
Southern Plains.
Bulls is your business.
It is.
Yeah.
We raise a lot of rodeo stock, rough stock.
Yeah.
So I just don't want to run these bulls.
What do you have to do? Because I'm gonna try.
The other people are more dangerous than the bulls, actually. It's just a very tough situation. You're gonna run over people falling on the ground. There's gonna be people laying up the street. You're gonna have to be watching for bulls all the time, other people running over you all the time. You gotta keep your space and run like hell.
And is it dangerous?
Yes,
Yes.
dangerous. And the previous aroma got the experience. It's dangerous. The guy fall to the floor, he tried to get up, and then was when the bull, he's him in the heart, and he was dead.
Yes.
So what's your advice then for me when I run?
Okay, just run.
Just.
But don't forget the rules.
Oh, that's where it is.
It's seen as a test of skill and bravado to run alongside the bulls, but there have been 7 deaths, and each year hundreds are injured.
These people here, they're Spanish, so they won't like me saying this. It's true on both, it is, fairness, it is. And this is the one time of the year bulls get their own back, when they run people down the street.
I decided not to run the bull race in the end because it is just too mad out there. There's too many drunk guys, too much pushing and shoving. You know, the bulls are dangerous, but guys are even more dangerous, so I gave it a miss.
By contrast, the stonelifting contest seems quite tame.
Stonelifting is a very important sport in the Basque Country.
No, I didn't find it.
They love the stones and for example, I love they love the stone. So they clean the stone and
In terms of head,
so
amazing. Right, 100 kilos and
Yeah.
we're gonna lift up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, go down.
What I'm actually doing is I'm leaning.
Every day, the Pamplona Fiesta ends with a bullfight in the centre of town.
I've never been to one of these before, and I'll tell you, the atmosphere's already going off and the fire hasn't even started. They keep throwing things, and throwing in water like oranges and apples, and you know, it's such a chat fest. Something going on, I don't know what. So it's got to get started. I've been here for a while.
You don't see it's a terrorist group in Spain. Yeah, they just killed a guy 10 minutes ago. He's been planted 10 minutes ago. So they just passed the rate because it's not PSA anymore. It's very bad.
This latest murder of the local politician by ETA is just one of a series of actions which have cost the lives of more than 100 people in the last 5 years.
Tasmania is a really good fun festival, but it's pretty full on. I reckon 2 days have been up. This year, it's been called off early because of what's happened, so I'm going to go to Santa Fashion. Just want to back up on it.
Like when you get to full speed, you take it out again, and once it's out again, we go off faster. We've actually got this up to 110. We could shake it up.
Hundreds of Australians travel around northern Spain, and if you're heading to San Sebastian, you should be able to hitch a lift and a coffee there.
All right, I'm gonna pause it there. You should have gotten the first 7, maybe, is that right? Okay. How many people have seen the running of the bulls before? That's something that's associated with Spain, right? So what's the purpose of it? It's just like a tradition. It's like to show how brave you are, right? For fun, for crazy. Yeah, it's pretty intense. Seems a bit dangerous, but you know. All right, so let me just wrap things up. Couple quick reminders here. First of all, so we'll be here tomorrow. You're gonna finish the movie, and then probably I'll just give you some time to work on Quizlet. You are gonna turn in your notes, so make sure you're ready to turn those in tomorrow. If you're in class, make sure you bring earbuds so that you can listen at your own volume pleasure. Otherwise, you can just listen to it really quietly. What else? If you didn't get your Canvas practice done from yesterday because of Wi-Fi issues or Canvas issues, please make sure you get that done today. I'll probably check that by tomorrow. Okay? All right, only homework tonight is just keep working on Quizlet. Keep working on your vocab quiz on when? Friday.